Hey there, fight fans. Today, in this video,
Jon Jones came out, made quick work, and poof, disappeared, man.
Many have noticed that after defeating Ciryl Gane, Jon Jones disappeared and has ceased to be active on social media. So we're going to see what's going on with that.
Mark Raimondi reported today that Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic are not fighting International Fight Week.
Now, on the other hand, if Jon Jones did disappear after his victory over Ciryl Gane, Israel Adesanya, well, he is being talked about everywhere. Since knocking out Alex Pereira, he has already dedicated more than 40 posts on Twitter just to his victory. Even Adesanya's coach has stated that their next goal is to become double champ, but many fans wanted to see Adesanya versus Khamzat Chimaev. However, Adesanya's coach says that at least Chimaev has to fight 3 guys. After that, he will have a chance to fight Adesanya. Now, we agree that is kind of crazy. After 3 fights, I mean, it's good that Dana White doesn't ask them who will fight when. For example, take Leon Edwards. The UFC doesn't give him another chance, he will have to fight Colby Covington. Otherwise, he will just lose the belt. And then at the end of this video, Francis Ngannou can fight the Russian One Championship champion Anatoly Malkin. However, he left the UFC due to a desire to make more money. But if that is true, then why is he moving to organizations that are offering less money than the UFC? So we're going to kick things off in order. But before we kick off the video, I just want to ask you guys, please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate it, so thank you in advance. Now, as you have noticed, after the fight with Ciryl Gane, Jon Jones, he's nowhere to be seen. Dana White noted that Jones was just minding his own business, saying Jones went into the octagon, did his job, became a champion, and just disappeared. Now he does what he wants. He is ready to fight again. He wants to take on Stipe Miocic. We will resolve that issue.
But the moment you start to get comfortable in something else happened. When Jon Jones returned, it was afterthought that the next fight would be Stipe Miocic, and it seemed to be happening at International Fight Week. I guess it's not happening. But this one felt like it was done. We all left Vegas after the Ciryl Gane fight thinking, man, we're going to get the greatest heavyweight of all time versus the greatest light heavyweight of all time fighting for the heavyweight championship of the world. It was awesome. It was an awesome thought, and it was fun to think that something was going to come together very clean. But that's obviously not happening.
However, many fans are now wondering why Jon Jones disappeared and what is all going on in his life. There have been a lot of speculations and rumors that the UFC even wants to organize a fight between Jon Jones and Francis Ngannou. However, this has all only been speculation and rumors. No official statements have been made. So the future of Jon Jones in the UFC, it remains unclear. But fans are looking forward to his return to the octagon, even if it is just a fight with Stipe Miocic. So time will tell what will be the next steps for Jon Jones and what he does decide to do in his career. Now, on the other hand, Israel Adesanya, well, he is being talked about everywhere. Since knocking out Alex Pereira, he has already dedicated more than 40 different posts on social media. Even his coach, Eugene Behrman, stated that their next goal could be to become champ. In an interview with Submission Radio, Behrman expressed interest in fighting UFC light heavyweight champ Jamal Hill, who plans to defend his title against the ex-champ Yuri Prochazka.
I'm coming. I'm coming!
Now, Behrman admitted that he did not see Hill's fight, but expressed his confidence that it would be a very difficult challenge. Let's do it, he said. If he is the UFC champion, then he is the best of the best, and I am sure it will be a very difficult challenge, so let's do it. I think we'll talk about it soon. Now, while Jamal Hill plans to defend his title against Yuri Prochazka as that Czech fighter recovers from shoulder surgery, the bout is now in doubt. However, if the fight does go ahead and Hill does win, we might just see Israel Adesanya fighting for a 2-weight title. Now that would be a pretty great fight, but many fans want to see Adesanya against Khamzat Chimaev. But Adesanya's team is calling for the condition of the fight with Chimaev. Adesanya's trainer Eugene Behrman emphasized that a fight with Chimaev would be a great challenge for Israel Adesanya, but at the same time, the sport and organization of the UFC should not be devalued. He noted that such a move could undermine the prestige of the brand and the sport in general, saying he has to at least fight 3 guys, even if they are unknown to anyone, as was the case with Pereira. I am not against the fight with Khamzat. I think it will be a great fight. He has a big name. This is a challenge for us, and we are always looking for challenges. He brings the highest level to our sport, Behrman stated. Now, of course, bare minimum stipulation may seem a little too harsh for some. However, let's be honest, if the UFC wants that fight is going to take place. I mean, for example, take Leon Edwards. The UFC is not going to give him another chance. He will have to fight Colby Covington. And everyone knows that Leon himself is not eager to be fighting Colby Covington. He even tried to refuse a meeting with Colby. He has nowhere to go. I spoke to Dana White, Hunter Campbell, and they assured me that everything would be fine. If he refuses to fight, he will be stripped of his title. Therefore, the fact that he is trying to cry and act like he gets to decide something just makes me laugh. He just has no choice. Dana told me I'm fighting him in the summer, Colby told Submission Radio.
I'm the boss. I'm the boss. It's my way and no other way. End of story.
Now, it is no secret that Covington is a vocal supporter of former U.S. President Donald Trump, much like Dana. They are obviously like-minded people. In addition, Trump congratulated Colby on his victories. Trump also visited UFC 287, where he was actively communicating with Dana White. So maybe there was some talk about an upcoming title shot for his boy. Now, of course, that is not a fact, but Chaos has not been in the octagon for more than a year. Before his last victory, he lost to Kamaru Usman twice. And in such circumstances, anyone else, well, they could hardly even think about a potential title shot. Therefore, many are considering this approach not being correct. Some get all, while others, well, they have to work hard for a chance at the title, and that's just a fact. Therefore, I do believe that if Dana wants to, maybe not for 3 fights, but after 1 victory, if Chimaev, well, he should be able to get a fight with Adesanya pretty easily. But I think all the same. What do you guys think, though? Would you like to see that fight? Let us know down in the comments. And as we said at the beginning, ONE Championship president has announced that the heavyweight unification fight between Arzan Bilar and Anatoly Malkin would take place on July 15th in Bangkok, Thailand. If the fight does go ahead and Malkin defeats him, he will defend his heavyweight title against Francis Ngannou. Malkin's trainer, John Hutchison, says a contract to fight Ngannou is under consideration. However, let's think about that. If Ngannou does sign a contract with ONE or even the PFL, then it will raise some questions as to why he left the UFC, because he stated it was a desire to make more money. So if that is true, then why is he moving to organizations that are offering less money than the UFC? It remains a mystery to many fans, so we're going to have to see how this event develops.
Time is running out for Francis Ngannou, and also Francis Ngannou is asking for unrealistic money. Tyson Fury called him out, Deontay Wilder, even Anthony Joshua. There's been a lot of talk, there's been a lot of potential offers, hypothetical offers, a lot of people getting excited and being promoters and all the rest of it. But so far, Francis Ngannou has not put pen to paper. Francis Ngannou ain't going in the PFL season, no way. Listen, no disrespect to the PFL, I love what they're doing, I love the opportunity that they're giving other fighters outside the UFC, but I don't think the season can afford Francis Ngannou. They offered him one of the biggest heavyweight contracts the UFC has ever seen. They could have come to a deal. Bare Knuckle FC, they're throwing money around. They could have come to a deal. They said he's asking for unrealistic money. I wish him the best. I'm a fan. But I just want him to get back in the ring or an octagon ASAP. Because as Chael Sonnen said, the clock is ticking.
So that is all for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it is very important to us. And thank you all in advance.